welcome to The Raven Remastered. A game I didn't know existed, didn't know was remastered, but here we are anyway. This game was recommended to me by my girlfriend specifically to stream it, which she's never said before. So I'm very curious as to what this game will be about. She's told me very little, so I'm pretty much going in blind. I haven't looked at anything. She told me about this game on Canadian Thanksgiving, and I thought it was appropriate to play this on American Thanksgiving, also known as Wrongsgiving. So we're just gonna go ahead, start a new game. Okay, chapter select. Start chapter 1 makes the most sense to me. So about all I know about this game is I read the box and I noticed the sentence, "A classic whodunit," and it's really all I need. And it said it was remastered, a full graphical remaster, which I'd have to look at the original to know how true that statement is. This game is, I guess it's by THQ Nordic? No, I believe it is only published by them. I believe it is by King Art Games, who I have never heard of. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Grilled, Miss Dangry.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this?
No.
Harold?
I don't know how to put my finger on it, but the game's got this this style about it. Kind of like it, actually. It's obviously not like
Harold?
cutting edge, but I don't think they were going for that.
This is no time for fun and games.
I bet that's the Raven. Not the security guard, the guy who's hiding.
Shh! Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guy back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx.
Yeah, the game's got a plastically...
Oh, good. Then he hasn't
plasticky look, I guess?
The Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now, we just
You want
have
to be a hero, don't you?
what?
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
Oh my. I was right. That's the Raven. One thing to be a jewel thief, completely different level of criminal to set up a bomb. Alright, definitely gonna say Polish game, judging by the names. I believe this game came out in 2005? Not 2005, Colin. 2015, maybe? Nope. 2018. End of this year? Huh. Color me very wrong. Yeah, you know what? This looks a lot like some very cleaned up PC point and click cutscenes. Like, it's a very specific look. Diebstahl in London. Well, that's a lot of definitely not English on that newspaper.
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
Just realized my while recording this, I am rendering out a video, and my I can't tell if it's my PlayStation or my PC fan just going nuts, and I hope that can't be picked up. Who is he? He should go away. Toy gun. Okay, so right away, no D-pad. Not the end of the world, but for choices, I'm a D-pad guy. Yeah, he should go away.
Disturbing a Swiss officer while he reads
Oh,
a
Swiss.
crime novel is
There we go.
a very serious offense.
No,
I
it's
could
not.
arrest you.
But I have a pistol, and you don't.
And why do you need a gun?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre, and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know. who
Ron
the
Weasley
Raven
knows
was,
what he's talking
although
about,
I don't
officer.
quite buy that bit about the crown jewels. What's
Who
your
is
name,
he?
please?
My name is Matthew Miller.
And where are
No,
you
it is
from,
Ron
Matthew
Weasley.
Miller?
From Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady.
Okay, I was
We're
gonna
on our
say,
way to
kid, this is
Venice,
definitely not
We're
Dillsburg,
taking a
Pennsylvania.
cruise on a big ship.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
You
No,
do
I.
know that these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the
Little
British
do you
Museum.
know,
There
no,
was an
officer, it was the very
A guard
same.
was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
It's really weird for an officer to be like, hey,
Zelda.
kid, you like criminals. Let me tell you about a cool criminal.
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
Seems oddly irresponsible for a police officer. All right.
Inspector Legrand. It's a great honor to work with a
Ignore my
celebrity like you.
exclamation. The camera behind him made it look like I was
It'd be better if
I was playing as him,
remain seated and
but
keep an eye on things.
I guess not. I would like to help. What's going on here? Yeah, that's what's going on here.
Your journey on this train is most unusual. Is it related to the burglary at the British Museum?
Not in the least.
And the safe? What's that for?
I'll let you know if we need your help, Constable. If you'll excuse me.
Well, what
I'll
if?
be in the first freight
I mean,
car
that's
to the
rude.
bottom of the train
I'm
for
a
the rest of
constable.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you seem like a real Sherlock
I watched the
Holmes.
people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that man over there is a violinist.
You can tell by his
It would be
violin.
more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
Okay,
And
okay,
I
yep.
believe that
I
the
beat you to
gentleman
it.
in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to
You
take
can
up a
tell
new
by his
position.
German medical
What
license.
gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable.
Hey, maybe those are
Says
family heirloom
Constable,
suitcases.
If
You
you're
don't know
such a
that.
fellow, what am I doing on this train?
What are you doing on this train? Well, okay, let's take a look. He's on holiday searching for someone. He's guarding something. You don't really look like any of those three, but I'm going to say searching.
I think you're looking for someone.
You're just guessing. If I were looking for someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Well, you
Well,
would if you're on a
that seems to
train
indicate
going
that you're
to
guarding
look for someone.
What might it be?
Whatever's inside the safe, some money, a jewel.
I really couldn't say. But it must be very important.
Why is that?
I really
Because
like
you
my
are very
mustache.
important. They wouldn't have assigned the case to you if it were just a trifle.
Let's assume that we really are transporting something very important on this train. And let's assume
Guess what I was
it
wrong.
is my job to see that it arrives safely. Then why isn't the train crawling with police?
Don't arouse attention. It's a trap. More men are unnecessary. I'll say don't arouse attention.
You don't want to arouse attention.
Évident. But why not?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. We get along fine without you.
That violinist in the background doesn't know how to be a background character.
I can help.
Constantly
And
warming
I
his
will.
hands over his
You're in
violin.
my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn.
Don't you
Your
know it?
commitment speaks volumes, Zelna. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know?
Nope, bye.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's
Yeah, Ron Weasley.
Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa, it was him?
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if he's trying to be like, hey kid, be impressed by me, or if he was like,
I won't tell him a thing.
if you tell him, I'm going to
All
shoot
right,
you.
Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie, as if I were a little kid.
Bye, Ron.
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
Do you want to learn about the game controls tutorial? Oh no. I did a big oops. I forgot the way I have chat set up on this thing is if I accidentally close the chat, it resets all of my messages, so whoever just sent me a message, I can't see it. Well, I can see it now, if you resend it. Do you want to learn game controls? I'll say yes. I don't imagine this game's very heavy on the controls, but I will say yes. Turn and examine an object. Move next to it with the left stick. Use the right stick. Use the right stick to select it and press X to select the sandwich. Examine the sandwich paper. Okay.
This morning, I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
Well, you clearly ate more than just the sandwich, sir. If you select the sandwich again, you'll see the symbol displayed has changed, and the text at the bottom says "Take sandwich wrapper." Press X to pick it up. It's important to throw out your trash, kids. Very good. Now press triangle. This opens the inventory. Using the left stick, I put my computer in such a position that I cannot see the bottom leftmost corner of my screen. This is an unfortunate setup problem I am having currently. Very good. Press triangle. This opens the inventory, in which case you'll see all items in Zellner's carrying. Use the left stick to select the sandwich wrapper and press X. Nope. Nope. Okay, so up there when it's on the top left, it's equipped, I guess. Okay, so we're wrapping up the apple core. Open the inventory again, select the sandwich wrapper, and press circle to examine it.
I wrap the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket.
Or just throw it in the garbage, you weirdo! Or sorry, the compost. Of course, you can also use the other items inside your inventory with each other. Select the paper napkin with X, and then select the sandwich paper also with X. So, X, inventory, X.
It came with the croissant I bought at the train station.
Guy, you told me you weren't hungry, but you bought a sandwich, ate an apple, and apparently you bought a croissant before you said you were hungry? I think you were hungry. Let's get rid of it. Dump the litter in the inventory into the ashtray. The ashtray is not a garbage can.
Every table has its own waste basket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat. Every table has its own waste basket.
Oh.
Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
There we go. That's not a wastebasket. That wasn't too hard, was it? No. I imagine I'll screw up some of those buttons again, but it's pretty straightforward. Hint, if you're stuck, try talking to everyone. They'll tell you how to throw out the trash. Wish that loading screen was a little clearer, actually. Alright, it's train time. Time to go through the same, I don't know, 60-foot loop of outdoors. Examine the book.
Vicarage in the Mirror. A detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her plays.
This is a weird cop. Look out the window.
We Swiss are crazy about trains.
Okay, so this is like sort of
we have the most beautiful
3D point and clicky because like the character's gotta waddle his way into position.
Would you be so kind as to close the window? I don't want to sit in the dark. Oh, pardon.
You know what? Some credit to the game. I like the sound getting muffled when you open the window. It's a nice little touch. Let's talk to you.
He's a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful.
He's the most pretty wax model I've ever seen.
I hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
Nervous?
Hello, sir.
Concert coming up?
Hello.
Date? Who is he? Where are you traveling to? Say goodbye.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument.
Excuse me, I play the fiddle.
The soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
Sir, do you make a pile of money?
I'm probably not one of the best.
He does not.
Are you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum now.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success.
Now, I don't have a map in front of me, and I don't have the
Anything
best
unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Person's
geography knowledge in the world, but
for instance.
For heaven's sake. Is there cause for concern?
I'm not sure where this train came from, but a train to Italy to take a ship to Cairo. That doesn't
No, I didn't notice anything.
feel like we're going past the mark. There's faster ways to get there, is what I'm trying to say.